The inaugural African Women Leadership Forum, themed Empowering African Women to Lead, brought together women from diverse backgrounds. Notable attendees included Rwandan High Commissioner to Ghana, Rosemary Mbabazi, EcoBank Managing Director, Abena Osei-Poku, and UT Holdings President, Prince Kofi Amoabeng. In her keynote address, Nigerian businesswoman and author Ibokun Awoshika emphasized the importance of equipping women to lead. Speaking to Joy News, she challenged African leaders to intentionally promote women in leadership, noting it is an economic issue, not a gender one.
I believe that we need to be intentional about facilitating opportunities for women who are qualified to participate in the value chain of leadership, to be able to be representative of the population of women on the continent. Averagely, we have a 50-50 population, men and women. If the numbers are so poor in most of the countries in terms of the participation, with Rwanda being an outlier of having huge participation, about 61% of women participation in their government and leadership, then it means the rest of the country needs to learn that there's something they know that they're doing right. And it's not a gender issue, it is an economic issue. If you do not utilize your assets properly, it doesn't matter how hard you work, the male gender part of the population, you will underperform.
Rwanda High Commissioner to Ghana, Rosemary Mbabazi, highlighted that limited economic opportunities and low participation hinder women's growth and must be addressed.
One of the key challenges that women face on the continent is the access to economic opportunities and access to the factors of production. And if this is unlocked, especially access to finance, access to land, and the skills that is required to do whatever they want to do, this will help women to propel themselves, but also the continent. The second one is participation. Women participating in decision making. All the decisions are taken on the continent or even different specific countries. Women should be on the table of discussion because they constitute the majority of the population on the continent. So their participation is very key. Their voice is very important.
Head of Marketing, Communication, Alumni and Corporate Relations at SIPS Africa, Samuel Oklu-Jaba, explained that the forum aims to create a platform for women to achieve greater heights.
So we are looking at opportunities for championing the cause of women. We are looking at issues around how we can have a larger conversation that goes beyond gender, involving men in the conversation. This is very important. So this is not about feminism or things about feminism. It's about a holistic conversation that involves all, irrespective of gender, irrespective of borders, irrespective of race or whatever. It's about women. How can we support our women to achieve their fullest potential?
On his part, the Executive Director of China-Europe International Business School, Professor Matthew Chamenyi, emphasized that women's issues must be championed politically.
For me, the most important thing to do is actually to build this into our policies. Okay, it has to be in the constitution, in the policies, in the manifestos, and it has to come out from basically the strategies of these political parties and then they need to actually be very intentional about it.
Some participants also urged Parliament to pass the Affirmative Action Bill to help address women's issues in the country.
When it comes to the affirmative bill line not being empowered for enable us to thrive, I think it's one of the things that I personally is a challenge for me.
We vote for them. We should vote for them on issues. We should vote for them on intentional policies that are going to empower women, because we know when women are empowered, a nation will progress.
The forum is expected to be replicated in other parts of the continent. For Joy News, Carlos Caloni, Accra.